Most people look at a sloped lot and see a problem. Higher site prep costs, more complex foundations, a build process that does not follow the standard playbook. The builders we're talking about today looked at a hillside and saw something completely different. They saw a home that could not exist on flat land. A structure whose relationship with the slope is not a compromise, but the entire point. This is the story of how a raw steel frame became one of the most compelling hillside barndominiums of 2026. Stay with me all the way through. The foundation and grade change strategy in Section 3 is the part that most hillside builds get wrong. And getting it right is what separates a home that performs from one that fights its site for the life of the build. If you're new here, welcome to Homes in Haven, where we break down barndominium builds, custom home design, and real 2026 construction costs with honest detail and no hype. Hit subscribe and tap the notification bell right now so you never miss a video. Now let us get into this build. The site. What makes a hillside lot different from the start? A hillside lot introduces grade change as the primary design variable. On a flat site, the building sits on the land, and the relationship between structure and ground is simple. On a hillside, the grade changes across the footprint of the building, sometimes dramatically, and every decision about the foundation, the floor level, the drainage, and the view orientation has to account for that change. The slope of this site runs approximately 20 to 30% grade across the build footprint. Rather than leveling the site to suit a standard building process, the design was built around the grade. The lower side of the footprint became the lower floor level. The upper side became the upper floor level. The grade change became the floor-to-floor transition that gives this home its split-level spatial character. That single decision, to work with the grade rather than against it, determined the foundation strategy, the structural system, the floor plan organization, and the visual character of the finished home. Site orientation on a hillside determines the view. This site faces south-southwest, which means the downhill face drops toward the valley below and receives maximum southern sun simultaneously. The main living areas face the view. The service and utility zones face uphill, where the slope creates natural berm conditions that provide thermal mass and wind protection on the north face. Why steel frame on this site? The choice of steel frame for a hillside barndominium follows from the site's specific demands. Span capacity is the first reason. A steel post and beam frame carries roof and floor loads across spans that would require intermediate supports in wood framing. On a hillside where the foundation is at different elevations across the footprint, eliminating interior columns allows the floor plan to remain open and flexible even as the foundation grade changes beneath it. Dimensional stability is the second reason. Wood framing shrinks, swells, and moves with moisture content, particularly relevant on hillside sites where drainage patterns and seasonal moisture create more humidity variation than flat site builds experience. Steel does not shrink or swell. The frame erected in wet winter conditions performs identically in dry summer conditions, reducing the cracking and joint movement that wood-framed hillside buildings commonly develop in their first years. Fire resistance is the third reason. Hillside locations in many parts of the western United States are in wildland urban interface zones where wildfire risk is elevated. Steel does not contribute fuel to a fire. A steel frame barndominium in a WUI zone carries a meaningfully different risk profile than wood framing in the same location, with insurance cost implications alongside the safety ones. Erection speed is the fourth reason. On a hillside site with narrow access roads, limited staging area, and more complex material handling, a compressed erection timeline reduces the duration of the most logistically challenging phase of the build. The foundation and grade change strategy. This is the section the hook promised, and it is the most technically consequential decision in any hillside barndominium build. The most common mistake is treating the foundation as a flat site problem with a slope attached, defaulting to a cut infill approach that carve a large flat pad into the hillside. That creates a tall exposed cut face requiring its own retaining wall engineering, and it concentrates drainage at the base of the cut, where water running down the slope accumulates against the foundation. The strategy used here was a stepped foundation system. The foundation steps with a grade, bearing footings at different elevations following the natural contour. The lower portion sits on a standard slab-on grade at the lowest grade point. The upper portion sits on a stem wall, an elevated slab spanning the grade difference. This minimizes cut-and-fill volume, creates a below-grade condition at the uphill wall that provides natural thermal buffering, and allows the interior floor plan to step with the grade rather than fighting it. Drainage and waterproofing at the uphill foundation wall is where hillside builds most commonly fail, and it requires a two-pronged approach. The first prong is a French drain, a perforated pipe in a gravel bed at the uphill side of the foundation footing that intercepts water running down the slope and routes it to daylight at the building's sides before it reaches the foundation wall. In 2026, a properly engineered French drain system for a hillside residential foundation runs $8,000 to $18,000. The second prong is exterior waterproofing on the concrete stem wall itself. A French drain reduces the volume of water reaching the wall, but hydrostatic pressure, the pressure exerted by saturated soil against the foundation face, still acts on the concrete surface. In 2026, building codes specifically regulate hydrostatic pressure management on earth-retaining walls. The correct specification pairs a fluid-applied, elastomeric waterproofing membrane on the exterior face of the stem wall with a dimpled drainage mat, a product like Delta MS, installed over the membrane. The dimpled mat creates an air gap between the membrane and the backfill, allowing any water that reaches the wall face to drain downward to the French drain rather than pressing against the membrane under hydrostatic pressure. Together, the French drain, waterproofing membrane, and dimpled mat form a complete system. Any one of the three alone is insufficient on an earth-retaining hillside wall. The geotechnical investigation is non-negotiable on a hillside build. A soil engineer's assessment of bearing capacity, soil type, groundwater depth, and seismic sensitivity is required before the foundation can be designed. In 2026, a residential geotechnical report for a hillside site runs $3,500 to $8,000. Skipping it to save money on the front end is one of the most consistently expensive decisions in hillside residential construction. The floor plan, how the interior organization follows the site. The floor plan of this barndominium exists because of the hillside. It would not make sense on flat land. The entry level sits at the midpoint of the grade change, the natural arrival point from the access road. From the entry, you are at the upper floor of the lower zone and the lower floor of the upper zone simultaneously. Looking downhill through the south-facing glazing, the valley view opens below. Looking uphill through the building, the upper living zone sits above. The lower level, at grade on the downhill side, below grade on the uphill side, houses the garage, utility space, and a secondary bedroom suite. The below-grade condition on the uphill side means those spaces benefit from earth temperature buffering year-round. The main living level sits one step above the entry, at grade on the uphill side, and elevated above the lower level on the downhill side. Kitchen, dining, and living areas orient toward the south-facing view glazing. The single-slope ceiling height increases as you move toward the view. The room opens up physically as the view opens up spatially. That sequence is the result of designing the interior volume to reinforce the experience of the hillside. The primary bedroom suite occupies the upper level at the top of the footprint, with its own view orientation and acoustic separation from the main living level below, provided naturally by the step floor plan without a separate wing or complex acoustic assembly. The roofline, why the single slope works on this site. The single slope roofline, high uphill wall, low downhill eave, follows directly from the site and floor plan logic. The high wall at the uphill face provides clearance for clear-story, glazing, and mechanical systems. The low eave at the downhill face provides a deep overhang that shades the view glazing in summer and allows low winter sun to penetrate when the angle is right. Seasonal passive solar self-regulation built into the roof geometry rather than added as a separate system. Drainage on the single slope follows the grade direction. Water moves from the high uphill edge to the low downhill eave and discharges in the same direction that surface water naturally drains on the hillside. Roof drainage and site drainage work together rather than against each other. Standing seam metal roofing at a 3-in-12 to 5-in-12 pitch is the correct specification. Continuous panels from high edge to low eave. No seams perpendicular to the drainage direction. In 2026, standing seam metal roofing at this pitch runs $12 to $18 per square foot installed, with a service life of 40 to 70 years. Insulation and thermal performance. The hillside is not just a topographical feature. It is a thermal asset. Earth at 4 to 6 feet below grade in most continental U.S. climates holds between 50 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. The below-grade uphill wall is buffered against outdoor temperature extremes on its exterior face without any mechanical system. In a barndominium where steel conducts heat approximately 400 times faster than wood, that earth contact on the uphill face meaningfully reduces the thermal load on the steel frame in that zone. One specific thermal detail that luxury hillside builders are addressing in 2026 is the thermal bridge at the steel column base plate. Where a steel column base meets a concrete footing that is in contact with cold earth, the footing conducts cold into the base plate and up the column, turning the interior steel column into a condensation surface in humid conditions. The 2026 solution is a thermal brake shim installed under the steel column base plate, a non-conductive pad that interrupts the thermal path between the cold footing and the steel frame. It is a simple detail that is easy to include at erection and expensive to remedy after the interior finish is installed. The above-grade downhill face requires the full steel barndominium insulation treatment. Closed-cell spray polyurethane foam applied directly to the interior face of the steel frame before any interior finish systems are installed. In 2026, closed-cell spray foam runs $4 to $8 per square foot of surface area. For a hillside barndominium of 2,200 to 2,600 square feet with a partially below-grade lower level, budget $20,000 to $38,000 for insulation. The mechanical system is a 3-zone heat pump mini-split, 1 zone per level. Each level conditions independently to its own thermal load, which differs significantly between levels given the different above-grade and below-grade conditions at each floor. A centrally duct system averaging across all 3 levels would condition none of them correctly. A 3-zone mini-split system runs $14,000 to $24,000 installed in 2026. Real 2026 costs. The steel frame kit for this build. A single slope clear span residential kit at approximately 2,400 square feet runs $35,000 to $65,000 depending on manufacturer and span specification. Site work and foundation is where hillside builds diverge most dramatically from flat site benchmarks. Site access improvement, clearing, stepped foundation grading, geotechnical investigation, French drain installation, exterior waterproofing membrane and dimple mat system, and a stem wall and elevated slab. Runs $55,000 to $95,000 on a site with 20 to 30% grade. Excavation fuel surcharges and concrete reinforcing steel costs in 2026 justify this range fully. Compare that to a flat site slab foundation for the same footprint at $20,000 to $40,000. And the hillside site where premium is clear. Interior finishing at mid-range quality runs $130 to $175 per square foot in 2026. On 2,400 square feet, that is $312,000 to $420,000. At the high end, custom millwork, premium appliances, polished concrete, high-specification view wall glazing. Finishing moves to $200 per square foot and above. Total all-in cost for this hillside barndominium at mid-range finishes in 2026 for $120,000 to $600,000. The hillside premium over a flat site barndominium of equivalent square footage runs $80,000 to $130,000, driven primarily by site work and foundation complexity, both of which are verified against current 2026 market conditions. That premium buys something a flat site build cannot provide, a home that is part of its site rather than placed on it. The broader lessons for hillside barndominium planning. Every hillside barndominium is a specific response to a specific site. The decisions made here are not universally applicable. They're the right answer for this site's grade, orientation, soil, and view. But the underlying principles transfer to any hillside build. Work with the grade rather than against it. Let the slope determine the floor plan rather than forcing the floor plan onto the slope. Use the thermal assets the hillside provides as design resources. Invest in the geotechnical investigation, the drainage engineering, and the full waterproofing system, French drain, membrane, dimple mat, before the foundation goes in. And specify the thermal break shims at the column base plates before the frame is erected, not after the interior is finished. The steel frame is what makes these principles achievable at a barndominium price point. Span capacity, dimensional stability, fire resistance, and erection speed on a sloped site produce a building that framing at equivalent cost cannot match in durability or structural integrity. The result is a home that earns its site. Building on a hillside is harder than building on flat land. The site work costs more. The foundation is more complex. The design process requires more deliberate thinking at every level. But a hillside barndominium built correctly is something a flat site build can never be. A home that uses its land rather than sitting on it. If this build gave you a different way of thinking about what your own sloped lot could become, drop a comment below. Tell me your site conditions, grade, orientation, view, and where you are in the planning process. I read every comment. A thumbs up helps Homes in Haven reach more people navigating hillside builds and deserving honest content about what those builds actually involve. And if you're not subscribed to Homes in Haven yet, now is the time. We cover barndominium builds, site-specific design strategy, and real construction costs every week. All of it built around accuracy, honesty, and the kind of detail that helps you build something worth building. Thank you for watching all the way through. I will see you in the next one.